If you feel like you was always the last one picked for it to be your turn, I'm here to tell you that 2023, it is your turn. I just want to start off by saying, if nobody else told you, you know I love you. You know I appreciate you. You know that you are more than enough. You know that you are worthy, you are valuable, and guess what? Today's show is talking about it is your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn out here in this time, space, and reality. If you feel like you was always the last one picked for it to be your turn, I'm here to tell you that 2023, it is your turn. If you decide to take it, it's going to be on you though. You have to put forth the effort to make sure that it's your turn. I mean, I get that I can't speak for everybody, but I'm going to say majority of us put our best foot forth, I believe. And we go after the things, the visions and the dreams, the goals that we have heavily on our heart. And that is what life is all about. It is about inspiration. It's about the experience above all things. It's about the experience of what it is you're going through, whether that thing is winding up the way you want it to, or rather it's not. But the bottom line is, it's about the experience and what you learn from the experience. And once you grab hold of that, then guess what? Everything else will make sense. The dots will be connected. You know, when you least expect it, you'll look around and you'll be like, wow, okay, this had to happen in order for this to happen, in order for, you know, that had to go wrong in my eyes in order to push me to this. You know, these are the things that happen in order for the dots to be connected so we can get to where it is that we are supposed to be. If we really haven't felt like we had our turn, to see why. What's blocking it? Are we blocking it? Are we in our own way? And be honest about it. Not be in our ego or our pride and say, oh no, I'm doing it right. This is the best way and whatever. Because trust you me, the universe will knock you on your ass. When you don't want to look at you and when you don't want to do the changes in your life that you need to do, Spirit will come through like a flood and be like, knock it all out, flood it all out the way. Trust me, I know. Only reason why I can share these messages with you to prepare you for your turn is because there have been so many years that I thought it was my turn. That I was like, it's my turn. It needs to be my turn now. I need to be picked. Come on, universe. I've been working hard. I've been working hard on this project. I don't know why it won't come to pass. Like, I've been doing the most. And it don't happen the way I want it to happen. But you know why? Because I still had some work to do. I wasn't ready for it to be my turn. And now I realize that, so I ain't mad. I look back at the old me, even a year ago, even 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And I thank God that God didn't give me that turn for whatever it was that I believed I needed my turn in. I thank God, because I wouldn't have been able to handle it, because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it to be my turn. And this year, 2023, is the year of the number 7. The number 7, and if you want to look at, okay, 23, the number 5. So, you know, every now and then I might talk about numbers. Numbers are the language of the universe. Numbers are the language of the angels. That is how we receive our answers to questions, to prayers. That's one of the ways, outside of many other tools, that the universe gives us to use if we choose to use them. The number 7 is a number that, when you see this number, and you see it a lot, you see it in 777, even if you just see 7, it's just reminding you to just go deeper within, to connect more with your higher self, to connect more with the universe, you know, for whatever it is that you're doing. If you break up 7, you got 3 and 4. The number 3 is a major number, and that is the number of the ascended masters. That's the number of creativity, getting more in your creative state. That's, you know, and then the number 4 is the number of the angels all around you. If you've ever seen the numbers 333, 444, 4433, all of those numbers, if you just happen to notice those numbers, that is the universe sending you signs and telling you, you know, where you're at right now, whatever you're thinking of at that time. Hopefully it's some good thoughts. And if you're thinking good and it shows up, it's just like, yeah, we got your back. You know, we see you out there. You know, keep doing the damn thing the best way you can. We got you. You know, if you're in a funk and you're seeing those numbers, then it's like the universe telling you, like, you know, watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts now. Bring them up. Bring your vibration up, because we here. We see you. We going to assist you. If you need, you know, you need our help, you call on us. We got you, you know. And the number 4 also represents structure and stability. So whenever you see that number, it's telling you to, you know, make sure that you are structuring whatever it is that you're doing out, and you are making sure that the choices that you're making are stable choices. This is just in summary. And so when you take the number 23, you know, 2023, 23, 2 and 3 is 5. You always want to add the number up. The number 5 represents change. It represents big change. Now that change can come in a big, great way, or it can come in a big, bad way. It could be a tower moment. Whichever way you choose to make it. It's wherever your vibration is. It's whatever you're doing in life. If you're doing something that's good for you and for your higher self, then that number 5 is going to represent big changes in a positive direction, because that's where you're working. That's where your thoughts are. You know, that's where your vibration is. If you see the number 5, 555, 55, and all of that, then it's going to tell you, like, yeah, you're about to have a tower moment so you can get your life right. And understand this, or overstand this, as I say, guys, tower moments are not bad. Now, they may feel bad in that moment, right? Because you're going through. But at the end of the day, a lot of times the tower moments have to come to get us on the right track. If we're sidetracked, or if it is something that we are not seeing clearly, that's for our higher good. And the universe may step in to say, you know, you're not getting it. So we're about to just pull the rug from under you so that you can get back on track, so that you will have to get back on track. So I don't know, you know, Spirit just put that on my heart to start to show off and just give you some clarity on how important this year is. I mean, every year is important, but each year carries its own significance of importance for your life at that time, in this time, space, and reality, and wherever you are in your vibration. Now, we just had a full moon, our first full moon of the year, and that was on the 6th of this month. This is a full moon in Cancer, and Cancer is, in astrology, is known to be compassionate. They're compassionate people. They're emotional people. They're supposed to be loyal people and protective people over their loved ones, amongst other things. I can definitely say that because my grandparents, 2 of my grandparents were Cancers, and they really fit that mold. They really did. And I think because of them, I'm compassionate. I'm a compassionate person. I could be very loyal to people until they show me otherwise, that I don't need to be loyal to them anymore. But I'm very protective of my loved ones as well. But in this full moon energy, it is letting us know to love on ourselves more, to have more compassion for ourselves, to connect more with your inner youth, your inner child, and look inside yourself and ask yourself, is the things that happened in your childhood, is it still affecting you now in your adulthood? How is that playing out for you? You know, how is it affecting your relationships with others? You know, is it some things that you might be holding on to that was not yours, that was actually the people that raised you, your environment, your atmosphere? I talk a lot about that because it is very true, guys. So when I say it's your turn, this is why I'm giving you all this information, because in order for you to make it your turn, these are the things that we need to visit, we need to look at, we need to reflect on, to see, are we ready for our turn? Are we ready? You know, have we done the work, or are we in the process of doing the work? The thing is, you know, some of us can hold ourselves back from doing the work because we are fearful of what it may look like, or what we may look like, or what we may require of ourselves once we do the work. So we can get stuck in a comfort zone of doing what we're used to doing because we're fearful of leveling up. We're fearful of the unknown. And that's the thing that I talk about the most on this show. And the reason being is because, you know, it's our chronicles of our lives. And sometimes we have to look at our chronicles of our lives, of our past, and ask ourselves, like, okay, at what point do I level up? At what point do I challenge myself more than ever before? At what point do I, you know, if in fact I'm wearing a mask, at what time do I take that mask off and reveal the authentic me? The number 7 represents that. The number 7 is about walking in your authenticity. You know, when I say connecting more with your higher self, if you connect more with your higher self, that means that you have to strip away all the lower vibrational energies of yourself, right? Because in order to walk high, you have to strip away the low. I saw a post the other day, and you know, this guy was talking about how was given the difference between the giraffe and the turtle, right? And he was talking about how, you know, the giraffe, you know, has that long neck and, you know, that small little head and, you know, the heart and everything. It takes so much energy for the giraffe to pump so much into his heart and his brain and energy, you know. And the turtle is low to the ground, and the turtle walks slow, and the turtle can just see everything that's on the ground, low. The turtle can't really see what's up high like the giraffe can see what's up high. And so in life, you're going to have those snapping turtles that's coming after you, that may be talking about you behind your back, that may be doing little shifty stuff behind your back, that may be wishing that, you know, you fall, you fell, and things of that nature. And when you in giraffe status, now he talked about this, but I'm turning my own words into it or whatever. But when you in giraffe status, it takes too much of your energy because you have to keep your head up high And if you take away the energy and you start looking down and you start looking back at those people, those little snapping turtles that's trying to snap at you on some nonsense, you can lose oxygen from looking down and just heal over and die. It's basically kind of example that with my words mixed with his, that, you know, he was giving and I'm giving, you know. So is it worth looking back at people that don't value you? Is it worth looking back at people that don't know your worth? Is it worth looking back at people that took you for granted, that, you know, that talked about you, that doubted you, that didn't believe in you? Is it worth it? Is it worth looking back at people that have spread lies and rumors about you that you know is not true? These are the things I had to learn. But you have to know that when it's your turn, you'll be past all of that. Because the thing is this, when it's your turn, oh, you're going to have more snapping turtles. Because the higher that neck goes, the more people that's going to be snapping at you, you know? And I can remember going through a stage in my life, or a chapter in my life, or chapters, I'm going to say chapters in my life, where I had people, I was minding my business, doing my thing, raising my son, but every time I turned around, I would hear stories, whole stories about me. Stories that I'm like, what? Huh? I did what? With who? What? And then I just would laugh about it. In the beginning, I used to feel really sad, and I used to try to defend myself, you know, and try to prove myself. But as you grow, and as you grow up, like from a baby giraffe to an adult giraffe, you know what I mean, and your head is held high, those snapping turtles are obsolete, you know. And you just think from the tree that you're eating from, way up high, like, wow, I don't believe that it took me this long to grow so that I could eat the fruits from this beautiful tree, and just continue to enjoy the fruits in this beautiful tree, you know, and stop eating the grass from below. All up to you. And you have to get to a point in your life where you just like, you know, no more. I'm not proving myself to no one. I'm not going to defend myself. If people don't accept you as you are, and if people can't take and focus on the good in you, the good of you, and the things that you have been to them, the type of friend you've been to them, and things of that nature, then it's like nothing else you could do. The only thing you could do is pray for those people and wish the best for those people, and never think that, you know, you wasted your time. This is a new year. Walk in you and who you are. Don't try to fit in with nobody. If people can't take you for face value and love you for you, then guess what? They don't deserve your presence. They don't deserve for you to give them any more time out of your life. That's it, point blank. I'm going to ask you, even though I'm saying in the title, it's your turn, are you ready for it to be your turn? Have you reflected on yourself? Have you took inventory on your actions, on your reactions, on your relationships, on your connections? Have you took inventory? Have you taken inventory rather, and asked yourself who belongs, who don't? Who it is that you need to reconnect with? Who is it that you don't need to reconnect with? You know, we gotta ask ourselves, if we wanted to be our turn in 2023, what are the adjustments we need to make? What are the improvements that we need to make? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves. We need to be honest with ourselves. Because at the end of the day, it's you and you, right? It's you and you. At the end of the day, you really have nothing to prove to no one else but you. You and the creator, right? Because the creator, the universe, they got your back with the moves that you make. And they're not going to support anything that's negative. They're not going to support things or support relationships that's not for your higher good. They're not going to support those relationships. Understand that, you know? So you got to ask yourself, when things don't go right in certain relationships, how is that person showing up? How are you showing up? Because sometimes it can be good connections that can take you far, but if one person is showing up on a positive level and the other person is not, or one person is dealing with nonsense or drama in their life or whatever like that, and one person is not, then as they say, God ain't gonna bless no mess. So this is ADionne, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from yourself, from the world, from some real bullshit. And you have tuned in to Chronicles of Livin podcast show, the show for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. You know, us extraordinary folk doing the damn thing the best way we can. And I forgot to say, make sure you subscribe, follow, share, rate, whatever platform you're listening. I really, truly appreciate you. If you do that for the show, it's free. It don't cost you a dime, okay? So if you got something out of the show, especially if you are still listening, share, comment, wherever you're listening to, rate it, tell folk about it, okay? Chronicles of Livin podcast show without the G, ADionne, your dream pusher. .com.website. I love you guys so much. Until the next time, peace. If you're truly ready to transform your life and invest in yourself, purchase my Visionary Dreamer book series, available now on all online bookstores. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Chronicles of Livin podcast show. To catch the full episode, click the link in the description box below or any podcast platform. Don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you.